Officials for this afternoon's game: Michael Greenstein, Deldre Carr, and Casey McClellan. Coach Rice going for win number 150 today. Haney to jump center against Hartwich. Broncos win the tip. Lexus Williams will handle the basketball. Boise State has really found two grad transfers, Abe, that I think have really fit exactly what they were looking for.
They have. They really have. In having a guy like Sangfelder is huge.
Hutchison misses a shot from about 5 feet away. Franklin Porter with the rebound, gets it to JoJo Walker.
And 7-2 Hartwick inside, I think maybe got a hand on that shot by Chandler.
3 blocks, 10 rebounds is what he is averaging. Zach Haney's very tall, but Hartwick is about 2 inches taller than he is. Makes a move around the basket, missed it. Hutchison with the rebound. Williams in the front court. Left wing to Hutchison, left corner to Sengfelder. He'll take a 3-ball and hit it. Chris Sengfelder with his first basket. He just does a lot of things right, this Chris Sengfelder. And one of the things, hitting those 2 free throws that you mentioned towards the end of that game in the last seconds to put Boise State ahead, I expected him to make them both.
Yeah, and that's where the experience comes from. If you had a freshman, almost a steal by Chandler there, freshman taking those shots, it might have been a different story than a grad transfer.
Franklin Porter with a fade. Tough shot over the top of Lexus Williams. Franklin Porter, coach's son, with his first basket. He averages 14-6, and we are tied at 2. Lexus Williams, Sengfelder, Chandler Hutchison. Well, Hutchison had a great second half, 16 points. Jessup, Hutchison down the lane, finishes with a dunk. Jessup with a great pass. Hutchison had a big dunk in the game against Oregon, and Boise State with a 4-2 lead.
Nice pass, high post ball, and a cut right off that high post. And Jessup finds Chandler, and Chandler finishes strong.
Chandler's got a very, very good first step into the paint. I think he'd be tough to handle going to the glass and going to the rim. 2 minutes gone by in the first half. Portland trying to get a shot off. Walker takes it in, and he'll be called for a charge.
In the guard pressure at the three-point line is so huge for this Bronco team. No shots at all for Portland on that possession, and then a tough drive and great rotation by Sengfelder.
So it is a 5-2 lead for Boise State. And Hutchison again drives it in, little finger roll. He has 4 points. And Boise State now stretches the lead to 7-2. Jessup with a near steal.
Base for him to elevate. Chandler goes right into the body of 7-2 Hartwick and finishes with his left hand on that last possession.
The inbound it to Hartwich. Now to Walker. Portland trying to get some threes. Boise State defending the three-point arc. McSwiggan, Shaver. McSwiggan again drives in against Sengfelder. Hits with a pass. Hartwich underneath.
For Portland, they put the ball on the floor, go to the hoop. It's guard pressure, rotation pressure. Great job so far defensively.
Yeah, Boise State's defense has been there really all season. Hutchison against Shaver. Big size advantage for Chandler. Now an underhand pass to Haney, who doesn't finish. Offensive rebound by Sengfelder. Outside to Chandler Hutchison. He has 7 points. That was great teamwork keeping the play alive. It's 9-2 Boise State. Excuse me, 10-2 Boise State.
And Chandler feeling it. Offensive rebound Sengfelder because he was over challenging a shot and can't rebound the ball.
3 minutes into the first half. 10-2, and off the inbound, it's stolen by Lexus Williams. Lexus drives in, missed the layup, but then tips his own miss in, and Lexus Williams with his first basket of the game about a foot away, and it's now 12-2 Boise State. Very big start, and another steal. Franklin Porter turns it over. Steal by Hutchison, and then Hutchison has the ball knocked away by Porter.
You had Zach Haney stepping out on an on-ball screen for a little double team that created the turnover as well.
Boise State up by 10, 12-2. Hutchison in the paint, gets around Hartwich, and Hutchison to the glass. Little 2-foot kiss off the glass. 9 points for Hutchison. It is now 14-2 Boise State. Walker in the front court. Boise State looking to go to 8-1 on the season today. Spinning in is McSwiggan, another steal. Jessup knocked it away. Williams trying to come up with it, and it's a jump ball. This time I think the arrow favors Sophomore. Originally was going to go to St. Mary's when his father was the assistant coach there, and then was hired by Portland as the head coach. And Franklin Porter will take a three left corner, missed it. Sangfelder with the rebound for the Broncos. To Williams, two-handed pass in the front court to Jessup. Sangfelder at the top of the key, left wing Williams. Kind of a little low pass to Hutchison that's stolen by Walker. Portland up the floor. Shaver has it now. Guarded by the much bigger Zach Haney. Walker, Franklin Porter. Walker again, right side to Shaver. Right corner, McSwiggan takes a three, makes it. He's going to have a chance of
shooting 50%.
Josh McSwiggan, a 6'7" sophomore, will convert the 4-point play. He's a 92% free throw shooter. And Portland now back within 8 at 14-6. And they'll force a turnover. And Shaver just can't quite.
So far this season. A little bit at Oregon, but that's about it.
Hutchison inbounds to Williams. Broncos out rebounding Portland 4-1. Rebounds have been key all year for Boise State. Hutchison behind a Sangfelder screen. Nobody can catch Hutchison as he drives down the right side of the lane for a layup. 11 points already in the first half for Chandler. It's 16-6.
Great seal by Zach Haney. Just opened up the lane for Chandler. No one at the rim.
Portland will try to get a shot off. Portland today has taken 2 threes, made one of them. And really, they've had trouble getting shots off. Abe, as you mentioned, a lot of turnovers so far for Portland. McSwiggan spins into the lane, got around Sangfelder, missed the shot, and Chris goes up and gets the rebound. When you rebound well, you can run too. Hutchison bounce pass, too low for Haney to handle, and the Broncos will turn it over. Here come the Pilots. Walker stops, pops, 8-footer, no good. Haney with the rebound. Haney had 7 rebounds against Oregon, had 10 against Loyola.
Zach's really come on. It's always been about Zach's hands. If he can get a good catch on the ball, he can be a good scorer and a good rebounder.
Hutchison out front, looks like a 2-3 played by Portland. Three-pointer, another Mountain America three-pointer for Lexus Williams. He has 5 in the game, and it's now 19-6.
Shooters everywhere for this Bronco team. Everyone out on the court right now, from Haney to Williams, can knock down threes.
Shaver got by Jessup, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound inside by the 7-footer Hartwich. Rebound ripped away by Hutchison. Hutchison glides in, lost the ball. McSwiggan feeds it ahead to Hartwich, who wasn't back, and the 7-2 guy will jam it home. And Hartwich with his first basket cuts it to 19-8 Boise State. And Hartwich was kind of lucky that time he didn't get back into the flow. He had an easy one.
Wide open. I think there's a name for that. Cherry picking.
Hutchison, Jessup. Gets to the baseline, cut off by Shaver, outside Sangfelder. Now to Jessup, give it right back to Sangfelder. Missed the shot over the 7-footer.
That definitely was a block inside.
In the front court, JoJo Walker. Now they get it inside to Hartwich again, working on Haney. Puts the ball on the floor, comes up, left-handed hook, left it just a little short. Sangfelder with his 4th rebound of the game to lead Boise State in that category. Jessup right side from Williams. Three-pointer won't curl in. And McSwiggan with the rebound for Portland. Franklin Porter in the front court to Walker. Porter has it again, drives baseline left side. Rebound, I think, at the bottom of the, layup hit the bottom of the rim. Boise State runs it out, and Hutchison missed the shot. We've got a whistle and a foul. And Chandler will get to shoot 2. 68% free throw shooter is Chandler. Quiet in the arena. And Hutchison's first free come into the game if Chandler Hutchison can make this free throw.
You take out some shooters and you replace it with Hobbs, 44% from 3. And Marcus Dickinson, 57% from 3. So you take out some shooters and bring some right back.
His fresh legs out there on the floor. Hobbs, Jardine, George Dickinson with Jessup. Malcolm Porter, brother of Franklin, also a son of Terry in the game now for the Blazers. For the Pilots. Hartwich on the left block, cross-court pass. Right side to Franklin Porter, out to brother Malcolm. Malcolm on the drive, tries the arcing shot off the glass, no good. Jessup with the rebound. Broncos will come back into the front court, leading this thing 21-8. Hobbs pulls up, 12-footer, no good. Hartwich with the rebound. Malcolm Porter, quick pass to Tyson. Marcus Tyson now to Malcolm Porter. Left side to Franklin Porter. Franklin hands it off to Malcolm. Trying to get an open shot. Shaver into the paint. Shaver got by Jardine and got the layup. Nice play by Marcus Shaver Jr. He averages 11 points and cuts it to 21-10.
Good ball handling in traffic and finishing over the taller Jardine.
Portland, a team picked for the middle of the WCC. Hobbs, right side, Kasdan Jardine, open three, no good. Jardine trying to scrap for his own rebound on the miss, but instead, Franklin Porter scoops it up. Shaver down the lane. Shaver missed the shot, layup just wouldn't curl in. George rebounds. Marcus Dickinson the other way for the Broncos. Hobbs, left corner, Jessup, alone, three. Don't do that if you're Portland. Justinian Jessup with a three, and he can get hot. He's over 50% from three. 24-10 Boise State.
And just making the right decisions again. Hobbs probably could have driven that ball, but when you see Justinian Jessup alone behind the three-point line, you give him the ball.
When you got one of those shooters that can kind of set their feet, let it go with all the time in the world, that's certainly a better than 50% chance to make.
Oh, yeah. If no one's on him and he sets his feet, I'll bet he's up around 70.
5 to shoot for Portland, 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Malcolm Porter on the drive, took it right at Robin George. Nice play for the Pilot freshman. 24-12. Boise State's lead is 12. Jardine to Hobbs in the front court. One-handed pass to Jessup. Right side to Dickinson. Marcus bothered there by Shaver. Shaver stays with him defensively. Jardine out front. Hobbs. Quick pass to Jessup. Jessup drives in. Baseline shot from 10. It is good. And that's something that's going to help Jessup's game. The ability to put it on the floor when somebody tries to close him out. Got himself a much easier shot for the two.
Well, you knock down a couple threes and then you give a little shot fake. The defender has no chance because they're going to rise up to try and challenge your shot.
26-12, Boise State in front. Broncos today are shooting 59%. Missed shot from three by Shaver. George rebounds for Boise State. Broncos 4 of 6 from three, but also 10 of 17 for the game. George against Hartwich, knocks him down. They're going to call George for the charge. I think maybe more surprising is not so much that they're shooting 33%, but they've only been able to take 3 threes because it's so much a part of their offense and they haven't been able to get into it.
There's so much pressure and the switching of the guards on top of the three-point line.
Walker. Tyson. Porter again. Down to 10 on the shot clock. McSwiggan open left side for three, off penetration. It's good. McSwiggan with his second three of the game, 26-15, and they got that three because they were able to drive the ball inside.
Drive the ball, and McSwiggan did a nice job of relocating himself along the three-point line to get himself out of Sengfelder's vision, which got him open.
Dickinson, Hutchison, Chandler into the paint, right corner to Hobbs. He'll shoot a three and hit it. So Boise State gives Portland a taste of its own medicine. Hobbs with his first three, and it's 29-15.
Penetration by Chandler and a great decision, and Hobbs off the bench knocks down his first bucket.
I would think playing with Chandler in a way could be a little difficult because he is so good and he's so easy to sit there and watch. You can get some open shots because when he drives the paint, as Portland misses a three, George with the rebound, I think a lot of people are going to converge into the lane if they think he's going in there.
You just got to be ready.
Sengfelder off the dribble, 16-footer is good. Was going to have a three, had a hand in the face and did a nice job to get himself free, 31-15. Walker hands it off to McSwiggan, under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Tyson, Walker, they're trying to create open shots. Walker inside, I think they're going to get a foul on George. Second foul, and that'll give us to another timeout. 31-15, Boise State. Portland will have the ball when we come back with 7:51 to go in the half.
There's just no wasted movements at all, even when you just see the last Sengfelder bucket. Shot fake, one dribble, pull-up jumper. The fundamentals of this team are very, very solid.
31-15, Boise State in front. And that's something that it's just nice to have a smart team. Walker left side has a pretty good look from three, missed it with one on the shot clock. Sengfelder with another rebound, that's his fifth. Boise State quickly gets the ball at the offensive end, and Chandler Hutchison will be called for taking a step before putting it on the floor. He'll Portland with 5 as well. Both teams have cashed it in for 9 off the turnover. Malcolm Porter with the dribble. Behind a screen to McSwiggan. Diabate now into the game. That's Tahiro. The foul will go on, Lexus Williams, his first, team's 4th. Portland slowing the pace down, spreading the floor. Walker, Tyson with a floater off the dribble, kisses it off the glass, and Marcus Tyson, who has been a good player off the bench for them, averaged 8.5 last year, 6 this year, makes it 31-17. 6:48 to go, first half. Sengfelder, a little left to the top of the key, his 3 popped out. Hutchison may have jumped too soon. Diabate with the rebound for Portland.
Well, it just gets to the point where you expect every single shot to go in.
Nice move by Tyson, got contact, he'll get an and 1. To Marcus Tyson. 5 fouls now on Boise. You're right about that, though. You do, when the shots go up, you expect them to go in.
There's sometimes we called games for a Boise State team. Not everyone was going to be going in.
Tyson, 6'5" senior, missed the free throw. Sengfelder with another rebound. Could get 1,000 points in his career, closing in on 800 right now. Williams cut off at half court, gives it up to Jessup, gets it back, 2-handed pass to Hutchison. He's open for 3, side rim no good. Hartwich with the rebound. 31-19 Boise State. Got off to a 12, making a 14-2 start. And getting a 3 in the corner is McSwiggan. That's his 3rd 3 of the game. He has 10 points in the first half, and it's 31-20, and all of a sudden, Portland getting within double figures, 31-22.
A little 7-0 run by Portland. And a couple threes missed by the Broncos and shots knocked down by the Pilots.
Broncos miss another shot. Walker with the rebound. 9-point advantage, 31-22. Walker in transition, hits a 3, and Coach Rice wants a timeout. Walker with his first bucket. It's
themselves out. Portland at the 7:51 mark, they were shooting, 40% from 3, but only 2 of 5. They've knocked down their last 2. The Broncos were shooting 71% from 3, and they've missed their last 3.
Broncos in the front court. The lead is down to 6, and Sengfelder was cutting in. William 3 will make this thing down to 1 possession. Boise State led 14-2. 10 unanswered for Portland. Walker inside to Hartwich from behind. He's fouled by Haney. I thought maybe Haney with 2 fouls. Team 6th. Hartwich, bad free throw shooter, Abe. 27%. 9 out of 33.
That is not good. Not good.
And Hartwich's first one is good. Returns to the game for Boise State. 5:17 left in the half. That one missed, so 1 out of 2 for Hartwich. Justinian Jessup with the rebound. Hutchison trapped before getting into the front court. Jessup bounce pass Hobbs. Alex, 1 dribble, gives it up to Jessup again, 15 to shoot. Boise State trying to break a run. Sengfelder right corner for 3. Sengfelder with 8 points in the half. That breaks an 11-0 run for Portland, and it's 34-26 now.
Just keep shooting. You're open, shoot. You missed your last 3, you're open, take another one, knock it down.
4:44 left first half. Tyson, left corner, McSwiggan, air ball, but Hartwich with an offensive rebound. Sets it up so Walker drives into the paint. He missed the shot. Scrapping for the rebound, Walker, he tries to go in for a layup. That bounced off. Hobbs finally rebounds for Boise State. Hutchison, trailer Jessup. Cross-court pass, left side to Williams, left corner, Sengfelder. Williams again. Now Boise State slows the pace down, looking for a good shot here. Foul line to Hutchison, Hobbs, left corner, Jessup, good ball movement, and it results in a 3. Second 3 of the game for Jessup, 37-26 in Boise State on back-to-back 3s, pushes the lead back to double figures.
Get the ball into the middle of the paint against the zone. The defender's heads turn inside. It's an easy kick out if you replace along the 3-point side.
Malcolm Porter slips as he comes into the lane, missed the layup. Williams to Hutchison, Broncos run the other way. Jessup left side, 3-ball, covered! And Boise State now on a 9-0 run, and Portland wants a timeout. That'll be their second they've called, and it's 40-26, 11.
And then they knock down their next three. That's exactly why you always keep shooting if you're open and you're a shooter.
Portland used the timeout, not wanting to let things slip away. Hartwich inside against George, outside to McSwiggan, falls down while taking a shot. Williams with the rebound. Rebounds today for Boise State. They have a lead of 7. They have 18-11 for Portland. Hobbs, Williams, Hutchison, Jessup, and George playing right now. 40-26 Boise State. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Hobbs has it now, drives baseline left side. Jessup out front, right corner to a wide open Williams who missed the shot. Walker with the rebound. But again, good look, good ball movement. I'd say every time down the floor, it seems like 3 or maybe 4 are touching it.
Yep, that was the right decision.
Hand check by Hutchison against McSwiggan.
Well, nice job weathering the storm, too, by Portland. Everyone knows basketball is a game of runs, and how big can you make your runs, and how can you limit the other teams? And Boise State limited Portland's. They got within a couple buckets, but then knocking down those long shots.
2 more with 11. He's averaging 13.5 points. Good pickup for them, making both free throws. 40-28 now. Boise State's lead down to 12. McSwiggan started his career at UTEP, never played there, went to Casper Junior College. He is out of England, and then now comes to Portland. Hobbs open right side for 3, no. George with the rebound, outlet to Williams. Hobbs drives into the paint, and looks like there's going to be a foul.
Kick-out pass by Alexis Williams, a late call. Looks like Alex Hobbs had the ball and was driving to the hoop before that one was called.
Jessup will inbound, right of the bucket. Into Hobbs, Williams, Hutchison, left side. Step or 2 behind the arc. George outside to Williams, Hobbs. A lot of good quick passes by this Bronco team. They recognize where the ball needs to go and they move it there quickly. Hutchison in the paint. I think they're going to call him for a travel. In the front court, it's Walker. Now we have a foul on George.
Posting up, and then you try and get around once you've been sealed. Chances are you're going to get a foul because there's a lot of grabbing that'll happen.
1-1 for Hartwich. Again, he is a very poor free throw shooter, and Jason with the rebound. George probably very often is not the smaller player on the floor when he's matching up with somebody. But he's given away a couple of inches to Hartwich, who is 7'2". Jessup. Drive shot blocked by McSwiggan. Williams inbounding against the 7'2" Hartwich. Hutchison into the paint. Comes up over the top of Hartwich for the layup. Chandler Hutchison, nice doing for 2 more points. It's 42-28.
Barely got that ball over the outstretched arm of Hartwich.
And now Boise State's Hutchison with 15. We got an offensive foul against Portland. Williams, Hutchison, Sengfelder, Jessup, and Hobbs on the floor. Chandler behind a screen set by Sengfelder, who sealed off Samoyer, and Chandler Hutchison with an easy dunk, 44-28.
And a seal by Sengfelder moving up the key, giving another wide open lane for Hutchison.
Boy, they're making it look easy, aren't they? Right side, Franklin Porter for 3, no good. Jessup with the rebound. Portland, 4 out of 10 from 3, not bad percentage, but really not a factor today. Left corner, Hutchison for 3, no good. McSwiggan rebounds. Minute left in the first half. Walker, left side to Shaver. Samoyer, Shaver, quick shot. Oh, air ball, went too long. Hutchison rebounds. The Jessup up the left side. Jessup stops, pops, 3-ball, good. Jessup with his 4th 3 of the half. And he has 14 in the period. It's 47-28. Boise State with nearly a 20-point lead again.
I don't know how you guard that. If you're a defender and you're backpedaling and you stop that quick on a dime and rise up for a 3, there's no chance for the defender to get a hand up there.
And foul called on Williams on the reach. His Proud to be Blue, together partners in healthcare, education, research, and philanthropy. Learn more at St. Luke's Online. And of course, and a free throw made. missed free throw. Williams with the rebound. .16 seconds left. Shot clock is off. I would think ahead 47-29. The Broncos are going to play for the last shot, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Hutchison kicks it right corner, and they're going to get Chandler for a charge, knocking down Shaver. And 5 at 31-26, but then a 9-0 run really made a difference. 2 seconds for Portland, and they'll dribble it off their leg, and it will go out of bounds. And Boise State will have a 47-29 lead at the break. Sure to visit the Stone House. Hutchison, Sankfelder, left side, Jessup. Jessup down low, inside to Haney. Little kind of baby hook, no good. Hartwich with the rebound. Boise State in that first half was able to get it into Haney at Oregon. He had a big first half in that game.
Well, that was a nice play right there. Just something that rattles off for Haney.
Walker in the paint, elevates, turns around, missed the shot. Hutchison with the rebound. When you look rebounds in the first half for Boise State, Sankfelder had 6, and a lot of other guys have 3 and 4. Hutchison now with 4 himself. Sankfelder, Hutchison. It's like a 2-3 now played by Portland. Hutchison, right side, Jessup. He'll take a 3 from there, face the rim, no. But an offensive rebound by Haney. Hutchison left wing, left alone. His 3 will rattle out. Portland with the rebound.
Couple wide open threes that were going down in the first half and coming up empty both times.
Boise State had a rebounding edge of 11 in the first half. 47-29 Broncos. Shaver trying to get by Jessup. Jessup with a steal. Jessup tries to split 2 defenders, lost the handle on the ball. It's loose. Haney knocks it over to Jessup. The Broncos will run out of the backcourt. Sankfelder right side for 3. Got it. Sankfelder with 11. Double figures for the 6th time this year for himself. And the Broncos get to 50. It's 50-29.
Started with a steal by Jessup, and himself and Zach Haney on the floor to create that loose ball to the Broncos. It led to some numbers and then a Sankfelder 3.
2 minutes gone by in the second half. Boise State pretty comfortable right now. Walker on the switch, guarded by Hutchison. Walker comes in against the bigger Hutchison and does a nice job, giving up about 6 inches to take it to the basket. 50-31, Boise State's lead down to 19.
Those are moves that you just move on from. It's a great shot, knocked it over, some good defense, and you just get back to the offensive end.
Sankfelder, Hutchison, Haney. Hutchison left side, Jessup, he'll shoot a 3. Missed it. Walker with the rebound for Portland, and the Pilots come back up the floor.
And there are some big gaps, big lanes in this Portland 2-3 zone. That's Jessup just.
Pilots will inbound the ball. Porter inbounds it to McSwiggan and now to Shaver. Walker, they'll move it around the perimeter, trying to get an open shot from 3. Porter again, McSwiggan. Guarded by Hutchison, backdoor pass to Walker, left corner to an open Shaver. Air ball on the 3. That was good ball movement. They just not getting the shots to drop.
That shot not getting the shot to hit iron.
Williams penetrates, kicks it out to Jessup. He'll drive to the foul line. Back to Williams on the right side, outside the arc. He's left open. He said, you know what, I'll take a 3. You're going to leave it for me. I'm going to take it. 8 points for Lexus Williams, 53-31.
And they're just going, if you go under a screen and you're left wide open for a 3, you got to take it. And maybe it's not the play that was called, but it's the shot that was open.
And Portland, little miscue there, leaving somebody wide open. Porter inside to Hartwich. Working against Sankfelder, tries to get the hook off over him. Doesn't hit iron, hit glass. Haney with the rebound. We've talked about a lot of players that have improved as Hutchison going up will be fouled to get to the line.
A lot since his freshman year, and just his body language out there on the court. It was very up and down emotionally. His freshman and sophomore year, this year, or just securing a rebound. He has good hands this year, and he showed it at that Oregon game, finishing inside a lot.
And Hutchison's first free throw is
first bucket as a Bronco in his career, 3-pointer.
Second free throw by Chandler, taking his time, made it. 55-31. I've always thought the really good players, like somebody like Chandler that's can score, is going to get fouled a lot. If you're a good free throw shooter, you could probably add 5 or 6 points, maybe a game to your
You
repertoire.
can, yeah. If you get your free throws in the mid to high 70s, very solid, and give yourself some more points and your team.
McSwiggan right side. Haney comes out and blocks the shot.
In the paint, 14-10, 11-2 fast break, all over.
And again, the Broncos have made 11 threes, 11 Mountain America three-pointers. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward. 55-31 Broncos. Portland with the ball. Franklin Porter, runner over the top of Senkfelder. Senkfelder got knocked down, no call. And Portland with the ball, and they set it up to McSwiggan, who hits a three from the left wing. He's a pretty good outside shooter. That's his fourth three. He's got 15. He's probably been their best shooter today.
Yeah, and that was a shot by McSwiggan, but offensive rebound by Hartwich that opened that up.
55-34 now, Boise State. Hutchison between several defenders. Kick it outside to Jessup, right corner, Senkfelder. Hutchison, left wing, Williams. He'll shoot a three. That's his second three of the half. His third three of the game. Double figures for Williams for the fourth time this season, 58-34.
Just confidence everywhere on the court that you can think of as there's a two.
Porter inbounds it to Walker. Back to Franklin Porter, the older Porter brother. Hartwich. Right side to Walker, 15 to shoot, 14:55 in the game. 58-34 Boise State. Jessup got his hand in the passing lane, knocked the Porter pass intended for Walker.
As a coach, takes the offense out of their rhythm, inbound, have to get it back, and now it's only 6 seconds on the clock.
Down to 5. McSwiggan, 15-foot turnaround is good. McSwiggan now with 5.5, 17 in the game. 58-36 Boise State. McSwiggan in his first season with the Pilots. Hutchison, Jessup, out front Williams, drives into the paint, left side Hutchison, drives baseline left side, got by Porter, and third time today that Hutchison traveled. I think he kind of came in there and wasn't fine, but they called the travel.
Yeah, and that's the 6th turnover for Chandler. That is a lot. That's a lot for one player in a game. He does have 6 assists as well, though.
And a lot of points.
19.
Walker right side. Trying to get into the paint. Williams keeps him out. McSwiggan and his pass knocked away. Played 6 minutes in the second half. Boise State's lead is 22. McSwiggan against Hobbs. Drives in. Contact with Hutchison, and they're going to call a charge on McSwiggan. That will be the second foul of the half.
And you like to see that, too. Chandler are known for his scoring, his rebounding. A lot of assists, 6 of them tonight. But nice job on the rotation on the defense as well, taking that charge.
Broncos have never trailed in this game. Started ahead 14-2, led by as many as 24. Right now the lead is 22. Hobbs back between the rings, gives it off to Hutchison. Left corner Jessup, catches, shoots. 3 ball now, that's the biggest lead of the game. 5 more threes for Justinian Jessup, 61-36. Mountain America three-pointer. Doesn't need a lot of room to shoot free.
Doesn't need a lot of space, and when you crowd him, he'll give you a shot fake, and you don't have to jump. You just have to come out of your stance a little bit, and he'll go by you for a jumper or to the hoop. Very tough to guard.
61-36. Looks like he's stronger physically as Walker takes a three. It rattled around and popped out. Hutchison with the rebound.
Oh yeah, full summer in the weight room.
Drives by McSwiggan, bounce pass to Hutchison, knifing to the glass. Easy layup for Chandler Hutchison, 63-36. That play made by Jessup. Drive 63-36. Broncos in the game shooting 56%, 54% from 3. Walker, right corner to McSwiggan, who drives in. I think they're going to get Jessup for a hold. Double blitz. Walker right side. Cross-court pass. Parker. Hartwich, right side, Walker. Good ball movement, and Walker nails a three, his second three of the game. 63-39, Boise State.
Good ball movement, got the ball into the paint and kicked it out, but still a challenged three. Lexus Williams going from the paint all the way out to the three-point line to challenge, but just a good, better shot.
Hutchison into the lane. Hutchison over the top of Hartwich, missed the shot. George comes in, gets the offensive rebound, and Portland's going to get.
Broncos, can they get a bucket out of it?
Foul on the floor, just the third, so Boise State will inbound. Hutchison, Jessup, Hobbs, Marcus Dickinson has entered the game. Marcus playing with that splint or wrap on one of his fingers on his right hand. I'm amazed he's able to dribble with it. Jessup, Hutchison, drives into the paint, too much traffic, and we've got a hell ball situation. I think the arrow's going to favor Portland.
37%. And again, the Pilots coming in averaging 44% as a team from three.
Under 12 minutes now to go in the second half. 63-39 Boise State. Malcolm Porter, nice pass inside of the 7-footer, and Hartwich able to get the dunk. So 2 more for Portland, 63-41 the score. Boise State still shooting better than 50%, both from the floor and from 3. Dickinson to Hobbs. Hobbs off the dribble. Shot blocked by Porter, and Porter caught it, but unfortunately for him.
So that is a possession. Broncos back to 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Inbounding will be the Broncos. A whistle and a foul. So Walker and Porter will come out. McSwiggan and Shaver will come back in.
Swiggin's had a nice game for Portland. 4 of 6 from 3, 17 points. And another foul.
And does McSwiggan have 4 now? That 11-0 run. McSwiggan remains on the floor, though. I guess when you're down 63-41, not going to save somebody. Malcolm Porter's pass along the baseline, knocked out. Sugar, real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar, 0 calories. When it's game time, grab some ice cold Coca-Cola 0 sugar. Taste the feeling. Malcolm Porter on the drive, off balance shot, leaning in. Broncos with the rebound. Hobbs to Jessup. Stops, missed the 3 that time. McSwiggan with the rebound for Portland.
And all about that one looked good from Jessup. The back iron misses as a shooter you think are going to be going in.
Shaver, McSwiggan, Malcolm Porter. Played a pretty tough schedule. Boise State, Oklahoma, 3-ball hit in the corner by Tyson. Tyson now with 203 made threes. That's number 4 on the all-time Portland list, 63-44. Figure St. Mary's and Gonzaga are going to be at the top of the conference in the WCC. Question is, I think, is Hutchison missed the shot from 15. Hartwich with the rebound. Can Portland get themselves in the top half?
Well, it is under 20 right now. It's been over 20 the majority of this first 10 minutes of the second half.
Porter on the drive. That's Malcolm. Left side to Tyson. Right wing to Shaver. He'll put up a 3. That one curled out, popped out. Hutchison rebounds for the Broncos. Chandler now with 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 21 points. Hutchison on the drive, give him 2 more points. 65-44, 23 for Chandler Hutchison.
A tough finish there. Guy guarding him on his hip. Hartwich, 7-2 coming over, trying to block it. Nice floater.
The other thing that impresses me about Chandler, a lot of things impress me, is Jessup with a steal. He makes some plays look just so easy. Long 3 by the Broncos, missed there. McSwiggan with the rebound. Hutchison with 23 points. It's a season high for him. Had 20 at Oregon for the previous season high. Of course, missed a full game and most of another game with the concussion. And a travel called against Portland's Tyson.
For Chandler. He gets 7 points in about the first 3 minutes. Drive into the hole, dunk, 3-pointer.
And looking at the schedule, Saturday afternoon against Sacramento State at 2. That'll be the next game. So after 4 games in about 8 or 9 days, as screen moved last Saturday to today, so I guess that's what, about 9 days. We played 4 games. Gonna have a week off.
Time
for practice.
A little break. Time for a little break. Even though the team looks great out there, I guarantee you there's some bumps, there's some bruises, probably some little tweaks of joints in there, and a week off would be nice to get all those things healed up.
Also getting close to getting to have finals, which is also a tough time of the year. Hartwich with a nice move, got around George, but missed the shot. And now we've got a foul under.
Nice move by Hartwich, but just not soft hands. And you can see that with his free throws, 27%. He gets to the hoop a lot, but just can't finish up there.
Sengfelder, Dickinson. Dickinson, top of the key, takes a 3, missed it. Rebounding is Senkfelder. Hands it off to George. Dickinson again. Hobbs puts up a shot, coming to the lane, gets it.
They in the key, they're going to let the offense keep going, and they did until Hobbs hit a bucket. And now they got a timeout to attend to the injured Portland.
Remaining 67-44 Boise State now. Broncos in that 2-3 zone. They've played a lot more zone this year. Why would you think that? I mean, it's been really effective. McSwiggan turnaround in the middle of that zone, missed it. Hutchison with the rebound, that's his 8th. What has made it so good for Boise State?
Oh, the talking. Well, on a zone, you have an area of the floor, not a man into.
Great ball movement. Marcus Dickinson, left side for 3, missed it.
Well, George just needed to turn around.
Portland comes back quickly. McSwiggan underneath, foul by Dickinson at the other end, and Portland will have some.
Knocking on the door a little bit of a triple-double.
McSwiggan missed the free throw. That's rare for him. He's 19 points, made 5 of 10 shots, 4 rebounds. Does have 4 fouls now, and he missed both free throws. That's not going to happen the rest of the season.
Rebound number 10 for Chandler.
So Chandler with yet another double-double, 23 and 10. That is his 14th career double-double, 3rd this season. 20 and 10, that's the 8th time in his career he's done that. Goes to Casper Junior College. Cantu ends up on the staff at Portland, remembers McSwiggan and gets him to come to Portland. And Hutchison missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Portland able to get the rebound. And with 7:10 left, it's 67-44 Boise State.
Well, Portland averaging 83 points a game coming in, sitting at 44-47 with that three-pointer with 7 minutes left.
10 points now for DeMarcus Tyson, 67-47. Dickinson with the ball, gives it up to Senkfelder, left wing to Hutchison. He'll dribble back to the middle of the floor. Behind a Haney screen, gives it to Senkfelder, left wing, who shoots a 3 and hits it. Senkfelder with his 4th 3. He has 14 in the game, and Boise State up to 70. It's 70-47.
Back into that zone that the Broncos have been so good at. Pressuring at the three-point line when they get beat. Great rotations by the big guys on the back line.
Porter, Walker, left side, the other Porter, Franklin. Malcolm and Marcus Dickinson tie each other for a jump.
It was, and I think it was 34-8 run in the last 15 minutes of that game.
And then the Loyola game that you and I did Tuesday night was really a clinic from start to finish. The Oregon game, a very hard-fought, I thought well-played game as Chandler's going to get called for a travel on a palming the ball, turning it over.
Game though is offensively, what is this Broncos team predicated on? Outside shooting, three-point shots, but they stayed in the game and very, very close, going 0 for 10 in the first half from 3. And so it shows that you can hang around with good defense even when your shots aren't falling.
Missed 3 by Walker. Senkfelder has a 3 at the other end for Boise State and has his 5th 3 of the game. 17 for Chris Senkfelder, 73-47 Boise State. And that's another Mountain America three-pointer, Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward. Boise State with 15 threes. They get a steal, and Alex Hobbs at the other end of the floor with an easy layup. 75-47 Boise State. And Portland's going to spend a timeout. We'll take it with them. They got 1 timeout left. Take a
Not just one facet in his game. He can pass, he can rebound, and of course he can score.
Portland with the ball, trailing 75-47. Floater, nice move by Malcolm Porter. Second basket for him, 75-49. Why do I think it's going to be first of at least 2 triple-doubles this season? Haney back to the free throw line, missed the shot. Tyson with the rebound. Porter in the front court. 4:40 remaining. Tyson, Walker. This game today for Boise State, coming off an Oregon game when you have such a big win, you think there maybe could be a letdown as Porter takes it to the lane and gets fouled. Basically less than 2 days later and have this kind of performance.
Just dominating. And another way you could look at it is that's how much confidence was gained about going on the road and beating Oregon on their home court, breaking that 46-game home winning streak by the Ducks. And then to come back to your own home court and saying, we got.
Impressive today for the Broncos. Both free throws made by Malcolm Porter, 75-51. Boise State in front. Get your tickets. The Mountain West is going to be a lot of fun this year. Hobbs. Haney out front, given a three. He'll take it. Ooh, bounced off the rim. Jardine fights inside for the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds. I think it's Portland ball. Again, they got there as Malcolm Porter drives into the paint, and he traveled. Just couldn't stop his momentum. Somebody foul out. It was on the floor, and then you have somebody get hurt.
Then you're down to 3.
They'd be trying to put you in if that was the case here. And moving screen called against Haney. Basketball SID Pete Clark. The records go back to 85-86, so that's quite a ways. They have no triple doubles in the time. The records previous to 85, a little more.
Chandler, what a fantastic game. All-around player, passing the ball, rebounding the ball, and of course scoring the ball.
Well, that's over 30 years. Even if somebody had it before
Right.
85, we're still talking 30 years as a missed free throw by Portland. 3:38 left in the game. 75-51 Boise State. I mean, you know, the average, what do you think, 30 games a year? And we're talking, what, 32, 33 years in that stretch, something like that? 85-86. My first year of calling college basketball was the 86-87 season. Hobbs missed a shot from outside. So I guess to be 33 years, this is my 32nd year calling at 3 different schools. Subs on the floor for both teams. Missing a runner was Boise's own Brian Smith, 6'2" freshman for Portland. Played at Boise High. Dickinson, Williams out front, Jardine all alone, too strong, back iron, missed it. Malcolm Porter with the rebound. What was the closest you ever got, Abe, to a triple? Sis would be the one. You obviously had a lot of double-doubles.
It definitely would have been assists. I was, let's just say my first look wasn't to pass when I had it. But I don't think I even really sniffed at a triple-double.
Outside taking the shot and making it is Rashad Jackson, a three-pointer for him, 75-54. I call one at UMass where the third part of points, rebounds ended up being the triple-double was blocks. 10 blocks was pretty impressive for Stephon Lasme, who was a second-round pick for the Warriors. Alex Hobbs with a nice move, underhand layup. Alex Hobbs with 9 in the game, and it's now 77-54.
It was a nice move. He's so good with both hands. Split a couple defenders on the right side, swooped over with his left, off the glass.
He could score. You can see how he had nearly 3,000 points as a high school player in Texas in his career. 10 seconds to shoot for Portland. Malcolm Porter catches and shoots. His three swirled out. Portland's three-point percentage today ends up being fairly respectable for them, 43%, but this really was a non-factor. A lot of it's come late.
It has come late. They were hanging around the low to mid-30s for the majority of the game.
Broncos move the ball around. We have less than 90 seconds to go in the game. Williams, Dickinson, David Wacker on the floor now with Jardine and Hobbs. Jardine missed a three right side. Smith with the rebound for Portland. Hands it off to Jackson.
We are still sitting at only 5 players that have scored for the Broncos.
And they're going to assist.
Is he in double digits in Portland or in Oregon?
No, I think he missed it. I think he's had 2 that have not been double figures, but Malik Harwell on the floor with Jardine, Alston, Wacker, and Kristen. We have a whistle. Clock stops with 56 seconds. 1-1 for Brian Smith. First free throw for him of the season, and it missed. Wacker with the rebound. 54 seconds remaining. Harwell into the front court to Jardine. Alston. Cam Kristen. Pretty high on him as a freshman. Played some. Harwell, Jardine. 35 seconds left to Wacker inside. Wacker trying to get a shot off. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Albertson Stadium. 3 seconds to shoot. Kristen's going to let it fly with one, and it's a violation of 30 seconds because
I'm excited to talk to Coach Rice after this game, and I think I'm going to ask him. You've always been an offensive-minded coach, bringing in guys who can score, but how and why are you guys so good at defense? I mean, 54 points for Portland. They come in averaging 84. You hold a team to 30 points under their average.
tell you what, as Boise State's going to run out the clock on a 77-54 win, I'm going to make this comment. If Boise State can hold people in the 50s, they're going to about go undefeated, because I like to feel pretty good that they can score more than 54 points.
I guarantee